Jetzt im Netz. Das automatisch starten anhat.
Okay.
Intro.
Hi guys, and here we are. We did this last week for 20 minutes. Then we were not online.
Yeah.
And now only
we know what's the problem.
Yeah. Well, yes.
So guys, we were talking to ourselves for the last
4 minutes. Just 4 minutes.
Right.
First of all, thank you very much for joining us here at the Card Shark studio in Germany. We are here bringing you the newest stuff, if we go online. The newest stuff from our side, but also from the Magic community. We will talk about also magic effects that are released, that are maybe already out there for such a longer time. We do this together with professionals like Mark or Philo. And before we start introducing you to this week's topic, the intro, please.
All right.
We just, for more than a year, we are doing these live streams now. So you can go back into the history. We are talking about all kinds of stuff like how to make your own trick decks, how to split cards, I think even, which sprays we recommend, and so on and so on. And somehow, we still learn every week some new stuff, that the audio gets better, that the screen gets better, and so on and so on. Well, we are professionals in other areas, not in YouTube, definitely not. Yeah, so here we are. We are talking about magic tricks that you would purchase, and here's the thing. We all know that we have already spent money for stupid stuff.
Yeah, true. Definitely. I did.
And how did it happen?
I was hyped by the trailer, honestly. So that mostly it was because I saw something on YouTube or on any magic dealer, and I thought, wow, I need this.
Now let's talk about this, because I never asked you. When did you start doing magic?
Around 13 years ago.
So you were also a late bloomer like me?
Yeah.
Okay. So you started being already having a different job, etc., and then you started magic there.
True.
So how did you find out about magic?
It was funny because my wife was on holiday, on vacation. I stayed at home.
Yeah.
And I saw somewhere on the internet, I saw a clip where a person vanished a playing card in back palm.
Okay.
At that time, I didn't know it was back palm. And I was interested in it and how this works. And I tried to check out. I went through the internet, found a video, and from there on, it started.
So you started with YouTube videos, etc., and then you went to your first magic trick. Do you remember your first purchase?
I think it was like playing cards, obviously, and I think it was like the invisible deck and some rubber bands, I think. Yeah. Well,
he's also an exception anyhow, because you try to avoid magic community, right?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
So you're mostly self-taught.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Well, if you go to look into your own life, maybe you started as a child with a magic box and so on, or your first book that you got.
I had one as well, like when I was
as a kid,
as a child, but it never catched me from there.
Likewise, I had a magic box from my parents, even with a plastic top hat and all this. Yeah. Or maybe you had the same one with a hidden trapdoor.
with a wand, I can remember the wand and some balls, like the
half ball. Yeah, exactly. Yes. So maybe we had the same box. However, it also did not ignite anything in me. When I was 12, I think I was in Berlin and got my. I was in a magic in a library and bought a book about card tricks. Loved it, and so I annoyed my people back then for this book. I bought the second book and I was totally disappointed because it only was 1/3 of magic of card tricks, and the rest were coins and all the other stuff, and I just wanted to have more card tricks because I had a deck of cards. So and now I wanted some more ammunition, and I couldn't find any more. But I loved this book very much, and I did Magic back then, but it was definitely annoying. One of the tricks I'm still doing today because I love it, and but I didn't do anything else than from there. However, these were the two good purchases. Later on, when I started being, I also started very late with 36 years old. And I wasted a lot of money when going to a magic dealer and when he's not doing a good job.
Never done that, honestly. I've never been to a magic store before. So
when I found out that here in my hometown is a magic store that where you can go to and watch all this, I was amazed. So I went there, and without this guy, Card Shark would not exist.
Okay.
Because back then it was very interesting, but he sold me stupid stuff as well. And then when I started doing trick cards as a graphic artist, he said, "Well, you have to think bigger. Maybe you can design it, and I will sell them as a magic dealer." And that's how I started being the producer of playing cards. However, that's a long story. But I can tell you that when my ex-wife wanted to have a Christmas present for me, she went there because she knew I would. I know this guy, and he's selling magic tricks. And she had a certain budget and said, "Well, it would be for Christian, blah, blah, blah." And he sold her something really, really stupid that ended up immediately in my I think, did I keep it? I think so. Never touched it again. It's somewhere in my drawer for stupid stuff. It's still there, but I should really clean it up and throw it away because I would never ever use it.
Yeah, we all have these.
and that's the problem. The drawer of the broken dreams of magic that we all have. And what is the point? How can we avoid this? Because we are hyped by watching the newest trailers, etc., etc. What was your last? Well, do you remember the name of the last bad purchase?
Yeah, the Puzzlement deck. Last year. It was kind of like a trailer for a deck that could do everything, and the trailer was honestly well made. So from there, I thought maybe there's something to this deck that I did not found out, something brand new or so. I ordered that thing and it was horrible. So it still lies in the corner till the day, and I still try to find out what to do with it. But it was the last very bad purchase, around 30 euros, I think. I can tell you some other views about this because I also know about the industry, how it works. Because usually back then when I worked together with Alexander Köller, he produced one effect that was released or presented by a big name in magic, let's say it this way. And the trailer was honest and true what it was doing, and the guy who released this effect said to him, cut out certain pieces of the trailer just to remove any evidence how it worked, so that then people would be more interested in it and try to find out how it works and buy it. And he said that about 1/3 of all the purchases are just because to know the secret. What made me very, very, very angry. If it's just about the, we are all people who want to know the newest stuff and how it's done, etc., like you did, right? Yeah.
Because you saw something that was too good to be true.
Yeah, true, honestly.
And that's when you purchase it. And it's, if you think about it, that 1/3 of all the purchases about magic is just about curiosity.
That's really a lot.
It's really a lot. It's all about curiosity, and I hate this.
So I think you could honestly say 1/3 ends up to be in the drawer of broken dreams.
Definitely, yeah. Or they try to resell it then. So when you see used magic, usually it's like,
it didn't match their expectations, right?
Yeah,
mostly.
Correctly. And that's when I thought I never want to do this. That's when we do unedited trailers most of the times, or if we edit them, then it's still one single shot, so it's nothing cut out like a hidden movement, etc., etc. So that professionals who are in the know would see what's going on there,
Yeah.
how it starts going into a trick, how you get out of it, etc., if it's examinable, and so on and so on. And if you are new to it, then you are still, well, you see the whole
Yeah, it's totally
the
different.
performance.
Yeah.
And but here I love to do this when I'm going to conventions. I love to show the tricks to the magicians and let them feel being a layman again. That's the perfect.
It
the
has to
perfect
be
thing.
done like this.
Oh yes.
You can't first show the secret and then do
I
the
learned
trick.
it the hard way when I had the a special deck that was called the Marksman deck. What is it called like this? The Mark Shark deck, because it was Card Shark and Mark Elston releasing one trick, and it was half. And it was super strong. I mean, Luis de Matos released this deck later with me. For him,
like
it's a Mark Svengali.
Oh, okay.
And there you can do so many great routines. I mean, Luis de Matos did a whole compendium of 50 routines just for that, in all different levels, etc. And well, we just did one great trick with Mark Elston. And when I showed this, it was immediately, as soon as they found out, oh, it's a Svengali. Okay, it's a Svengali. No interest, nothing, because, okay, I know the secret, thank you very much, that's it. Without understanding what really went on there.
Yeah.
And therefore, that's what I found out. You have to let the magician also feel
experience it.
Yeah, exactly. Let them feel layman again, and then let them find out what's the secret, and then they well, I'm showing the secrets at the convention. I will tell them what's going on there, why it's working, etc. Because the beauty is
there's this
in the
one
method.
thing you must understand as a magician. There's no such thing like an easy card trick. For an audience, as long as it entertains the audience and it's fooling to them, let's say so. Right? I don't really like that.
You're talking about a bad. That's what they say. There is no bad trick, right?
Yeah, not bad trick. But the method is too easy. A lot of magicians say, "Oh, it's done like this. It's too easy."
Oh, and I love my sleight of hand.
Right,
and all
exactly.
This.
So
yeah.
I really don't get that when someone says that. So I think there is no such thing as a bad trick or a too easy trick. I think it's, as long as it entertains the audience, it's a great one. So
100%.
Also Chicago Opener, I love that one. I still do it up to the day as the first trick to break the ice. It's strong. It comes to point. Everyone understands it. If there's a big crowd, a small crowd, you can do it in the hands. You can do it if it's very loud outside. And a lot of people say, "Oh no, it's too easy to do." And I don't think there's anything like this.
Yeah,
it's strong for the audience. So
well, many magicians like Philo also say sponge balls.
Yeah, they are very strong. I don't do them because I don't really feel it to do that.
Yeah.
But it's strong. It's so strong.
Yeah. I can say, well, my nephew is still now he's over 30 already. But when I did this to him as a young child, it was like, what's going on there? He never ever figured it out. I love it. I love it.
For a lay person or a normal audience,
Yeah.
I don't really like to say that, but it's very strong. So they don't have no idea. Same as a double lift. A double lift is so strong. A lot of magicians say, it's too easy, it's just a double lift. No, it's not just a double, it's a double lift, and it kills.
It's a small little part. Well, but then if you can do a good one.
Sure.
And then the subtleties to where to put the card before you would switch and so
Absolutely.
on and so on.
Sure.
And this is these fine little details. But that's the nice part. I found out by a world champion, a real world champion in Magic, when I made a special deck for him that he needed 4 aces, and the 4 aces were cut short.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, "Why are you doing? You can do sleight of hand." He said, "Sure, you can." But the audience does not know, and
how
it's not important.
Right.
The presentation is so much more important, and I can just cut to it, and I don't have to think about it. That I can fail, etc. And why not making it easier for you?
Yeah.
And that's when I learned, okay, no more normal decks. I'm just using trick decks. Why not?
Yeah. I absolutely feel the same.
I love this method, this visual of a duck on a pond, paddling. So on the above, it's very, very royal and very elegant, and on the bottom, it's paddling like crazy.
Yeah.
So an audience would never know if you're just paddling like crazy, doing a road runner cull or whatsoever.
Why would you do that if there's other ways?
Yeah, and if there's a trick deck, okay, take the trick deck and you're there. Because then I have seen so many bad performances, unfortunately, of our tricks also. That where I think, wow, shame on me that I did not make it more easy for him, so that he can put more into a good presentation. Because some are so nervous, or most of them are so nervous that the presentation is really lacking some personality, etc.
And in this case, it's even better if the method is easy, so he can concentrate on the performance. Because, as we always say, performance is key, right?
Yeah, so. And that's when I started saying that card shark, our magic, needs to be as simple as possible, right? But super strong, and that's always a key point. If I see something where someone is offering a trick to me to release or to produce, etc., I always go with the glasses on of card shark. How can I make it easier?
Right.
Definitely. And I have found out always ways of improving it, etc., to avoid one sleight of hand, etc. When they say, yeah, but it's just a double lift, it's just like a second deal, whatsoever, and I think, okay, there needs to be a method where they can do it, but they don't have to.
I want to say that. So there's nothing against sleight of hand, don't get us wrong. So I really like sleight of hand as well, but I think to myself, when I'm working the whole evening for 5 or 6 hours at an event, I'm getting tired of doing passes or whatever. I try to be concentrated on interacting with the people around there, and I don't want to just focus on how do I do the next effect or so. Yeah, that's my thing.
But now let's talk about the possibility of avoiding spending money for stupid stuff. One idea would be when there's a new release out there, try to figure out the method before you buy it. If you're already well established in Magic, you might already figure out, well, it has to be something with whatsoever. Then relax. Don't order immediately.
That's one thing that changed a lot for me. So I stopped buying at the time I was hyped by the trailer. So I always, if I see a trailer, I sleep a night over it and think about it the next day if I still need it. If the answer is yes, I buy it.
It's still too early.
Yeah, it's too early, but it made a lot of stuff better.
Imagine you would buy a trick that is so good that it will end up in your repertoire for the rest of your life. Is then 1 or 2 weeks later a bad thing?
No, it's not. It's definitely not. So yeah, I still only buy things that I can imagine being in my repertoire. So I don't buy things.
What I want to say is that take your time, because there's also a great thing. Now we have the internet. Two things. Yes, one is the Magic Cafe, for instance, a great Magic community, the forum, where people are talking about new releases, etc. I don't say that it's always good, because I try to stay away with it, because there's a lot of hate and anger on there, and it only takes a few pages until it really drifts away, and
it's like
it's beating on people up, etc. But the first pages are really allowing you to understand what's going on with the trick, because they try to explain it, what was good, what wasn't good, etc., without giving away the secret. So it's not like, okay, I can find all the secrets there. No. Sometimes yes, but most of the time it's like a code, like when Penn Teller is explaining a trick for the normal audience, it has to stay under the radar, but the people in the know would understand what is going on there. So go to the Magic Cafe, read there, right? Yeah. Reviews if they are already there. Yeah. Who knows?
That's another thing. Like when I buy something, I can say it. I think Penguin Magic is a dealer where I buy sometimes, and I always wait till there are some reviews on the effect.
Better.
And then you can read through and still sometimes there are reviews like, let's say 3 stars would be normally, that would be a bad thing, but sometimes you have people like, you can't hand this out, la la la, some stuff that I'm not interested in, right?
Well, if you read the reviews of, well, especially when you know the magic trick, and then you read the reviews at, for instance, at Penguin Magic, it's kind of funny.
Yeah, it is.
That they are saying, well, it's only 1 point because of this and this,
Yeah,
and you
yeah,
think, how long are you in Magic already?
It's a bit like on Amazon, right? If you go through there sometimes. So, but I do that, and I still think about if I really need this one. So that made a lot of stuff better. And I never, ever buy the same day I see the trailer, especially if it was a
download
console trailer by Illusionist from Mark Lemon, where you couldn't even see what the effect is. It was like, it's the best thing that we've ever came up with, buy it now, and you just saw people screaming, but you did not saw anything. And I bought it, and it's another story.
Do you remember the little man?
Yeah. I do.
Oh my god, that was so expensive and so overhyped, unbelievable. And then it was like,
yeah.
Oh my god! If you ever can see, go back a few years. It was released by Paul Harris, I think.
Yeah.
Sorry, Paul. Great guy, but that was not your best throw. Definitely not. And seeing then the trailer, this little man made out of
what was it?
What's it called? Knete.
Play-Doh.
Play-Doh stuff, etc. Will start walking and find the chosen playing card, etc. And you are thinking, wow, that is you're making up all up here in your imagination, and then you see the trailer where this thing is just moving like that, where you're thinking, maybe, yeah. And here's the thing, David Riegel also said, the best moments for magicians is the time span between buying a trick and getting the trick in the post, in the mailbox, because that's when your fantasy is going nuts and you have so much fantasy how great this trick will be, etc. And then you will find out what really is behind it.
But the problem is nowadays you receive the tutorial immediately, so
that's even worse. I don't like these.
No.
First of all,
I do.
Oh, there's the little man trailer here. Thank you, Michael. Thank you for pointing to it. That's fine. Maybe you also want to put this down in the comments for all the guys who are not live here and cannot see the chat. Thank you. What did I want? The immediate downloads. It's a little terrible. If this is just a method, etc. Unfortunately, there is a trend that these videos will immediately pop up at Chinese websites where they steal the whole method, etc., or the whole video, and you buy it there for just definitely a fraction of a price. And I think it's so terrible. It's the worst thing that can happen. That's why I like to have kind of a great effect with a great method and a great prop.
Yeah.
Because the prop you have to copy first before you do this.
And
right?
I get what you mean, but I didn't want to say just an instant download. I just wanted to say if you buy something like a wallet or so, you immediately receive the tutorial link.
And then, don't ship it! No, I did everything wrong.
Like this, exactly.
That
we all
when
have
you
that.
can. And actually, one magician told me that he would buy the cheap Chinese rip-offs just to find out if the trick would work for him, and then he would buy the original. Well, that is stupid stuff.
That's stupid. That's really stupid.
Yeah,
I support an industry that steals. It's
it
another topic.
It should not be supported. No. Exactly. They are not doing any money
for several reasons, right?
It's so wrong. This is not even where to start. It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
So here we go. We have the reviews. We have the Magic Cafe. Exactly. Wait a little bit, maybe. And here's the thing: if you buy it, maybe you want to buy it from your magic dealer of your trust, because you could also not just go online and buy it, especially when you buy it from, let's say, America, and it comes up as bad stuff, shit. Then how do you get it back? Because I think you should not just accept that if you get something that is really not worth the money, you should not stay with it. You should be able to return the very bad product.
That's very, very true. But if I think about it, I think I never returned any magic stuff in my life.
We get a handful
No.
of returns in a
No.
year, I have to say.
Okay.
Certainly because we are selling a magic secret.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly, so when you already know the magic secret, what is the price of the rest?
Yeah.
So when you send it back. However, we understand that sometimes when they say we just got, can you imagine we got a Trojan deck back?
Mm-hmm. Why? What's the reason?
The reason was that he figured out that he in his performance moments he would never have the space to spread the whole deck and show everything. So he would have a limited space where he can perform it, and that's why it would not work for him. He watched the whole the whole instructions, etc., and said it does not work for me. It's brand new, it's crisp, you can have it back, but it doesn't work for me, and I accept that. That's fine. But if you do it with your magic dealer of your trust, do it, or better, call him up front and ask him. He should know if it would be something worth it or not.
Yeah, definitely.
Because
if
I
it's
don't,
a good dealer.
Yeah, exactly. So it has to be one that you trust, where you already bought good stuff, etc. Because a good dealer would not sell you any crap. He shouldn't. Unfortunately, wholesalers like Murphy's, I have to say it, even if I'm working together with them in a good way, there are a lot of magic tricks out there that just should not be released
Absolutely,
at all.
Absolutely.
And if you imagine that Murphy's is releasing, I think, 5 tricks a day.
That's a lot, yeah.
And this includes feather flowers and silks and whatsoever. There's a lot of stuff in there that should not be on this planet Earth. It's just a waste of money, a waste of energy, a waste of material, etc., and ends up in a drawer and burns money that shouldn't. That should not.
But it's not. If you see it like from another side, it's not just in the magic industry that it's like this, right?
Yeah.
There are also tools out there that shouldn't exist, and there's a lot of stuff. It's when it comes to money. Yeah. So like they just want to sell, right?
Yeah.
That's mostly
it's
their
really
thing.
Yes, I can understand. I agree, and some do, but if you have honest dealers, it's different. And I can say that I go to for the sea crisis. I went to a lot of conventions every year, and we are in a group of honest dealers where I can really say, okay, I don't have it. Go to this guy; he must have it, or ask him.
Yeah, that's
and
great,
so
right?
And
Support.
Yes, and we see the others' products. I see also, this is not so good, or how is it? And he says, so it's okay. Then I already know, okay, better not, right? So it really helps a lot. I see just something here in the chat. Returning magic products is difficult because you cannot return the magic secret reveal. That is true, but unfortunately, there are products out there that are an idea put into a kind of prop or product that has no use in real life, that was never ever tested in real life, breaks very easy, snaps whatsoever.
There's one perfect example for this. If you guys want to have a laugh, I think I can say that.
Okay,
there's a review from Craig Patty out there. Just have a look at this. It's the the brand new pet. So it's like a pet where you can vanish a coin and make it appear on the other side. I was crying tears when I saw that review. It's so good.
That's awesome.
I forgot the name of the pet. It's
just a few days ago, right?
Z-Pet. Yeah, it's a few days ago. Check this out. Z-Pet, N-Pet. I forgot about it.
Yeah, and Craig Petty is funny, a guy, a friend of me, and so check it out.
It's really crap, and sometimes
that happens as well. So try to avoid that, and go to the right dealers. And if it's crap, I mean, he broke it. Okay, so he burned, but he burned his money. Yeah. I think this has to be returned to the dealer.
He said that.
And to the producer.
Yeah,
that's because nobody should earn money with it.
When I saw how that worked, I thought, how on earth could you sell something like this? I would be ashamed to sell something to anyone like this. The thing that is so loud and
there was
so much noise, and you can't even use it as a pad because the layer warps and just check the review. It's so good.
Yeah, that was the same with the stuff that my ex-wife bought for me for Christmas. Was kind of a black art magic that he sold her for being at that time I was only interested in close-up, and he sold her something for black art.
Okay.
What is usually for camera work or whatsoever that would never ever work. So it ended up immediately in the corner, and it would never. Well, maybe today for the Zoom shows or whatsoever, maybe I have to dig a little bit deeper.
Do that. Oh yeah, it's the NPad by S Magic, exactly.
Oh my god!
Just check this out.
But then find the review. Don't go for the trailer. Go for the review. It's so much more fun.
Don't buy it. By all means, don't buy it.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Yeah. So I think we already gave you some ideas how to avoid bad magic. Now let's talk about how you get to good magic. First of all, purchase anything from us.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's easy.
That's it.
At least that's my wish, that I would never ever release anything where I would be ashamed ever. So
I really think there are things that some people would say like that's not for me, but I couldn't imagine of any card shark product that I would say it's crap.
For instance, I could say that I love it. The homing card, for instance. It's a parlor effect because it has the bigger parlor cards. It's a great, funny presentation of the homing card that we all know. It's easy to do, but you have to remember certain slides. So if you're not doing it over and over again, you will always sit again. How was it? Now I have to count here, and so etc. So it's kind of a pattern you have to follow, and if you forget it, you have to learn it again. Same with memorized decks, etc. When you do something with memorized deck work, it's great when you put the effort in there. You have something for the rest of your life. However, you have to train your brain over and over again so that it stays in your memory. And with the homing card, it's a great effect. However, it's not one of the easy ones like Royal Wave. You just leave it there, or Get Sharky. You can leave it in your drawer for 2 years, and when you have a gig tonight, you can go to the drawer and perform it. Exactly, because it always works, and you will always remember. It's so easy. There's less than 5 brain cells you need for that. Really.
You can also do it drunk. So that's
we have certain tricks that I already performed at Blackpool. In the Magic Bar at 2 o'clock in the morning. So when this even works, then I can tell you, yes, it's good magic.
It gets the card shark seal then. Tested drunk. Bam.
No, forget it. It's just a bad joke. My jokes are not the best. So far so good. Our tricks are not that bad, and there are certainly other tricks out there that you are using. As a professional, and certainly there's sometimes a price range where I would be shocked.
Yeah, true.
Especially when it comes to mentalism.
Yeah,
there's almost no limit to the top. It's not unbelievable.
But I found out that it's better, especially if you're on if you're doing shows. Like I need some stuff like on the electronic side that I can rely on 100%. So I think it's even better to invest a little bit more on the higher level, where you can be sure that it's 100% bulletproof. Any kind of device, you know.
Yeah. For instance, we can go for we are already half an hour in the stream, so we got rid of all the muggles. Let's say. Let's talk about an electronic die. The dice that when you roll it, you would see the number somewhere showing up. And there are certain levels of quality, so there's a cheap version out there that was released by Murphy's. The first one that I know of is from the French guy.
I think this was the Unverdi dice. What was the name?
Yeah, but
Unverdi,
the other one was
and
the other one with the flash finger that also. Damn it!
I can't really remember.
So many. I'm 2 years out of conventions. I'm already losing all the names. Forget it. So we have a certain Mark.
Transmission?
Oh,
what do you mean?
Oh, I still have the die somewhere here. I forgot about it. It's so sad. So sad. From France. He lives in Paris. Spotted dies. We have mental dies and some others. We have different levels in it. With just one die that works great. Then comes the distance. Then the reliability.
Yeah.
If it needs to be reloaded or recharged. If you have to throw it away after a couple of weeks. If it interferes with a microphone that shouldn't happen, etc., etc.
Yeah. There's a lot of things you have to consider, especially if you do it on a stage. Like something. Let's say the Untitled dice is working with Bluetooth and you can use it because it's connected to your phone, let's say, and you use it directly in front of you.
Marc-Antoine.
Marc-Antoine. All right.
Sorry, Marc, if you ever see this video, it's yes, thank you, Marc-Antoine. Good friend of mine, and sometimes my brain cells are already
all good. That's the
going.
What's the chat is for. So and there's certain different things that you need a longer range, and if you have people sitting in a theater that all have their phones on, Bluetooth does not really work. It's not reliable. So you have to switch to other devices that are then more expensive than.
And then you have to also think that everything magic related or mentalism related is not like being a million ways produced like an iPhone, for instance. So we are talking about a very small niche of
and especially
electronics.
More pro devices that are not in a high number produced, right?
And so finding something that will be reliable and legally be used in a certain country with the frequencies, etc. It's another thing that you have to consider. So not that easy, especially when you are then working at a venue where they have certain ranges of microphones and audio signals, etc. And when they interfere, then you have big troubles. So, but if you then go to your birthday party and have this die with you, it doesn't matter at all, because for there it works. There's no microphone nearby whatsoever,
right?
And you can save so much money going for the cheaper version because it will work in your venue wherever you will perform it then. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't matter. Do something different then, right? But if you have a whole show where this die is doing
everything relies on the outcome of this die. Let's say it's
like with here, I saw your show, and there was one piece in electronics that just failed in the wrong moment, and the whole show ended up. I saw it how great it could have been with all the outcome, etc. And I was feeling so bad and sad for you that something was missing at the right spot.
You can't do anything about it. It's electronics. Electronics fail sometimes. That happens.
Yeah. So and Michael is already saying which are the great producers: Promustic, Paralabs. Then we have the company from Australia that is also very big. But that is very controversy.
There are a lot of really good companies out there.
Unify. Yes. So the whole system, etc., that unifies all the methods, etc. But there's also a different price range. Okay, where did we start? So we have different price ranges, and we have to find out what is the right one for you. Exactly. Do you want to spend, let's say, 500 euros for a special watch that does something like vibrating, changing the time, displaying a message, falling apart, or whatsoever? I don't know. Is it for you? Is it really just for this one trick, or do you want to have something that Illuminati magic? My God,
Illuminati.
What's wrong with me?
Yeah, I do also forget about all the names.
Yes, so, but the app is called Unify, and the whole system is called Unify. Thank you very much. Oh my God, it's getting late. It's what it is. Woke up very early this morning. Anyhow, that's something that we will rely on. We will find out what kind of budget you have. You can please leave it here in the comments. What is your normal budget that you would spend for magic effects, where it hurts you, where you don't want to spend more, etc. Because when we want to recommend something, we want to make it also available here with CardShark for a certain while. And we don't want to recommend anything where we would say, shame on us.
True.
Yeah. So it's not about the money. Never, ever, ever.
Exactly.
But if we can help you,
So we are going to test some things, and we tried if this one works. If it works, you will get it on the shop, and if not, we would not recommend it and stay away from it. So
yeah, well, we tried to stay away from giving bad reviews. We didn't want to talk bad about some things,
yeah, but
we would warn you.
But exactly, but I think there must be some honesty in this thing, because I really think there are some things that are sometimes. I saw a trailer where they obviously lied about the method, and I think it can be said in an honest review show. It needs to be said. I think.
Yeah, and sometimes we have to clean up the magic community as well, so that these producers should not be able to continue releasing stuff like that. That is
or they
just
change their behavior on this, because I really think it's unethical. Ethically,
unethical. Was correct.
Yeah. Because you're trying to fool people, and not in a good way like we do with magic, but you're trying to fool people,
your customers
with a method that is not working at all, or it's not anyhow workable with real people around, or whatever. It's there's so much stuff out there that is not worth to buy, and we said my goodness, I can't talk.
I know. It's time to move on.
And we said we wanted to check all this stuff out and say something about it and give a review and recommend only to you things that we would use in the real world.
Yes.
That's it. Right.
Now, please, let's go to the next topic, and that is the tricks of the week. And let's see if I put it right there. I hope it. Yes!
Great!
Yeah, we did it. So the tricks of the week. For all the guys who are new to this channel, we are now showing some tricks out there that we released earlier. And we have a special on those effects for 1 week only until next Monday. And then it will be other tricks of the week where you get a nice discount or a nice package deal or whatsoever. And today we would have not only one effect of Aaron Fisher, but two. Right. Maybe we want to start with the video of is it Machine? Machine. Right. Yes, please show Machine first, and then we start talking about this one.
See you.
Thank you.
All right, in this trick, you hand the spectator a wild card. I like to use the Joker, and you ask them to turn it over and stick it anywhere in the pack that they desire. This is an actual free choice. But the free choices don't stop there. Wherever they stop, you give them another choice. Do you want to use the Jack or the 2? We're going to use the one that you decide. In this case, we'll assume that the spectator chooses the Jack of Spades to use for the effect. I'll just take that Jack of Spades, and I'll rub it against that wild card, and that will cause the back to change color, like that. Now, when spectators see this, they sometimes say, hey, Mr. Magic, I bet this has something to do with the fact that you selected that Joker. I bet it only works with the Joker. And I say, heck no, Mr. Spectator. It works with your card, too. Watch, I'll show you what I mean. We'll use your card this time, the Jack of Spades. Keep your eye on that card, and don't take your eyes off. You'll see something truly amazing. I just rub that Jack back like this. All the cards transform. Each and every one turns red, 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 all the way through the entire deck, except for my wild card, the Joker. Oh, heck, it's a magic show. Why not make dreams come true? The Joker is red. All the cards are red. You're ready to go one with the show, and that's called Machine.
So,
well, that's a good classic of Aaron Fisher, who is teaching the whole presentation very well on this online DVD. And it's based on, well, the color changing routine here is also based on the other effect that's called Panic.
Exactly, and that's the one that we have here. And Christian.
Yes, let me show something here.
I have a deck of cards, and I have the 4 kings, right?
Okay.
I take the 4 kings, put them into my pocket.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah. Done?
Done.
Where are the 4 kings?
In your pocket.
Where's the deck?
In your hand.
No, that's not true, because if you watch closely, the 4 kings are here, and the deck, my pocket.
Damn it.
And
Very
there we go.
nice.
There we go.
And the nice part about this one here is you really can show these 4 cards very, very clean as a full deck.
Yeah,
right?
you can. Yeah.
And he's well, as you already saw, the same thing with the other effect machine. You can really show much more cards even if they are not there.
Let's do it.
And
Let's
that's
do it one more
special
time.
print, yes.
Like so. And you can do a little bit of a different handling there, that you can show an even bigger stack of cards, but then you can display the 4 cards.
Yes.
It's great.
Now, when I produced those cards for Aaron, well, we hope to do bicycle, but it wasn't possible because bicycle back designs are not allowed to be printed with half prints or whatever overlaps and so on and so on. That's their legal department who's not allowing this, yeah, we had to use, I think it was Maiden or Mandolin, I don't remember which one we used, or I made a special one because even the Maiden I didn't like. It wasn't close enough to bicycle, what I thought. So I figured out a way that is in between. And with Phoenix there was no problem at all because I can do the print. It's my back design and I have all the copyrights. So I was allowed to do real Phoenix cards without the change from one deck that you would not even recognize the bicycle one. Yeah, whatever. So both of these effects, the machine and Panic, are discounted for this week with 30% off. So if you don't have these cards, well, they even come with a Phoenix deck of cards on top. Yeah, they're included.
Great.
And they have a 30% discount for 1 week. So don't wait too long for this one. Yeah, well, Phoenix looks much better than bikes. Yes, I would say the same. However, I'm now used to it for more than, let me choose, 12 years. So even taking out a bicycle card is like, it's so weird to me. It feels totally wrong.
Same for me. Yeah.
Right? It's really, it changed so quickly for me. That's fine.
Yeah. I like a lot of playing cards, but it's same for me.
Yeah, but I don't want to say that bikes are ugly or whatsoever. If you are into naked boys riding bicycles, go for it. I don't know. I thought in America everything is politically correct. Why would you put naked boys on a bike?
Don't ask me. I did not.
Right? I didn't do the design. Well, they had other ones, the older ones that I really liked, but that one is kind of weird. Anyhow. Okay. Then we have something else. We already discounted this one a week ago, and that's our very, very special box. And this one is a kind of weird thing. Let me show you this one here. That's the Phoenix limited edition box, and as you can see, there's a nice color change in there. This is a lenticular foil that you cannot even see it on camera halfway. It's a 3D design completely. So with a stereotype image where everything is changing very nicely. And in there, that's a collector's box that was only produced 500 times. In there will appear some playing cards as well. They have the lenticular foil as well. So it's completely 3D design of our Phoenix cards. And they come in 4 different colors. It's the Vibrant edition of the Phoenix. So it comes in purple, green, orange, and black. Every box is hand glued, handwritten, signed, and numbered. It's limited to 500 editions, 500 sets, and there will never be any more than these. When we released this in February earlier this year, I have to say that I had a stroke and we focused on other things, my survival and of the company as well. So we did not sell and push those too much. However, we still have some of those. It's a great Christmas present for you or your loved ones or a magic friend you have. They usually sell for $19.90, I think, in euros or dollars. We are giving it away with a 20% discount. Usually it was already started with this discount last week. We will keep this price with a special discount until Christmas. So to make a great Christmas gift, it's up to you. and certainly if you already got one of the Black Friday vouchers, you would even get a better price than those. Yeah, so far so good. I think we have one more special item.
Exactly.
These were the full tilt decks.
The full tilt decks, exactly.
Those are the ones. Let me show this on the camera. Here we go. A little bit further down.
Right.
This was an idea of Hector Mancha, the world champion in stage magic. He back then wanted to have a deck of cards that he could manipulate, and when he would have a back palm, you would not see the. Let me see. Oh shit! This is exactly. Yeah. No, what I want to show. What I want to show is that even with these edges, you would not see anything because the black and the red would perfectly hide in the back palm. That was the initial idea. So he wanted to have cards that were completely printed until the edge and not just with a white border. And
so from the front, it's standard, right?
That's a complete normal standard face deck of a Phoenix, yes. And just the back got this whole print, and it looks beautiful. Well, on this black table. Well,
I love the red ones.
Try the red ones. It's
I really
nice.
love the color of this.
And if you put this on a white tablecloth, it
really
looks
out, right?
so beautiful, and
Look
it's
at
great
this.
for any passes, etc. It's totally invisible. It
And
gets you some bonus cards.
Get the bonus card.
They were only produced, I think, 1,000 times, and when they are gone, they are gone. We have a few left. You might see in the online store on your cell phone that the black ones are sold out. We have still a few left. But when they are gone, they are gone, and I will not reprint them. So they usually sell for €8 or $8, and we are discounting them until next Monday with 25% off. That means €6 or $6, up to you. Get them while they last. Yeah, and that's it
really
so
beautiful.
far.
Yeah.
I would say if you have any wishes of effects that you would like to see us being to review them, we are open to your suggestions. Just leave them down in the comments. We are open to that.
Please feel free to write anything you want. We try to figure out what we can review the best, and if there's something in the comments that we want to review, we will do that. If we can make it possible.
Also, it would help us to find out, because usually we stream every Monday, and I think we only did it once or twice not, but then we moved it over to Tuesday or Wednesday. And when I had my stroke and I could not work for 3 months, you replaced me in this time, so that was very nice of you as well. And so now comes the Christmas, the holidays, and we don't know if we will continue on the Mondays or if we should take a break as well. So please leave us in the comment. Don't tell this one, Michael. I will turn off Sizzle because I cannot perform it here. Sizzle will be something for next week. Okay, thank you.
Can't wait.
He cannot wait. He found it out immediately. That's fine. Michael, concentrate here. We are here, right? Not in the shop. It's perfect.
The red ones are also sold out.
Are sold out. It is. Come on, forget it. They are still there. I will drive him home, and then I will sit on the computer and change the status of the red and blue, black cards. So all good.
Nice.
Yes. Thanks. Now I already mentioned it, so it doesn't matter. I know it's on the website. Well, we decided because I could not perform it here in time. And we thought, okay, we'll remove that, and next Monday we will have Sizzle as one of the discounted products. Yeah, but if you're fast enough and you want to go online right now, you have 1 hour until I'm home and my computer. I will turn off the discount. Up to you. Okay. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope we will see us in a week. Let us know in the comments, please, if you want to see us also during the holidays, or if you say take a break, we'll see us next year. We'll find out what you leave us in the comments. And there's already looking forward to next week. And next week is not Christmas yet,
right? So
we have one more week, and then we'll see if we are taking a break of 1 or 2 weeks. We'll find out. Thank you so much for joining us.
Have a great week.
You will come back next week?
I will be back next Monday.
I don't even know. Philo might be here as well. Maybe we'll do a Christmas show. Maybe one last time before Christmas, right?
Who knows?
All together. Maybe with some great surprises. Let's find out. And
we'll see.
Yes.
We tried to figure out 10 minutes before the stream.
Hopefully. No, 1.5 hours because we are preparing the German
Oh,
one
yeah,
first.
yeah, that's true.
And we are ready for the English one.
All right, guys.
Thank you so
Have
much.
a great week. See you next Monday. Bye.
Bye-bye.